Hello everyone, this is Brett and welcome to this week's episode of Friday on the Turntable. If you're wondering why I'm smiling so much, it's because tonight and tomorrow night I am getting to see U2 live in Phoenix. So for this occasion I thought I'd put together a U2 themed video. In the past I did a feature where I ranked all of U2's albums, which I'll have a link below that'll take you over to my blog, and that was all the way up until 2009's No Line on the Horizon. I've also recently did a feature on their latest album, Songs of Innocence, so be sure to check that out as well. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different, something I did on my blog several years back, and I'm going to do a list of songs that maybe the casual U2 fan is not aware of. So there are going to be some album tracks, some B-sides, and some songs that were on other things. So it's a list of, I think, 18 of them, and let's get started. One of the first songs that comes to mind it's a deep album track from their second album, October, which came out in 1981. One of my absolute favorite songs on this album is a track called Scarlett. It's just this kind of beautiful, ethereal sounding song, and he just repeats one word, rejoice, and it's a great song. So if you're unfamiliar with Scarlett off of October, highly recommend it. Second one that appeared on an album is the track Elvis Presley in America. This came out in 1984's The Unforgettable Fire. What's unique about the song, well, it's the first time they worked with Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois as producers, but they took the drum track from the opening song, A Sort of Homecoming, slowed it down to about half speed, and then Bono just went into the vocal booth and just ad-libbed lyrics and a vocal melody, and Brian Eno wouldn't let him supposedly wouldn't let him do a second take on it to kind of clean it up. So what you hear on the album is what his first vocal take was, and it's brilliant, and it's one of my absolute favorite songs off Unforgettable Fire. And I should also mention that a lot of these songs, while they were never singles, they never had a radio play, are some of my absolute favorite U2 songs as well. All right, let's keep moving along. Off of Rattle and Hum, my absolute favorite song from this one is the track Heartland. It's beautiful. It has a really nice moment in the accompanying Rattle and Hum movie. Just a great track. So Heartland off Rattle and Hum. This one I'm going to call the Achtung Baby Trilogy, because this is a lot of people's favorite U2 album. So these aren't exactly obscure U2 songs, but neither of these three were singles, and that is the closing three tracks: Ultraviolet Light My Way, Acrobat, and Love Is Blindness. They are just absolutely brilliant, and probably my three favorite songs from the album from 1981. Another deep track is The First Time off of 1993's Zooropa. I personally love Zooropa. I remember buying this when it came out, and it was a surprise because it came out so quickly after Achtung Baby, and The First Time is just a beautiful song. Check that one out. 1997's Pop. This was an album when it came out. I had a really hard time with the record, and I regret not seeing them on this tour. But the song that was never a single, which should have been the opening lead-off single from this album, and that is the song Gone. Although I do prefer the version, the new mix that came out on the Best of 1990 to 2000 compilation, but Gone is an excellent one. From 2009's No Line on the Horizon, track 4, Unknown Caller. Great song, and personally, I love No Line on the Horizon. All right, let's look at some non-album singles and B-sides. First one up is 11 O'Clock TikTok. Now this was a single that was produced by Martin Hannett, who did the Joy Division albums, and it's mostly known for its live version, which came out a couple years later on the Under a Blood Red Sky album. But the studio version is very exciting. The production on it is really great. And then also I want to add on to this list is the B-side for 11 O'Clock TikTok, and that is Touch, another really unknown U2 song by the masses. Check that out, 11 O'Clock TikTok and Touch. These were both now are available in their original versions if you were to get the U2 Boy Deluxe Edition that came out with the bonus CD back in, I think, 2008 maybe that came out, 2006, I don't know. Someone will correct me on that one, or I'll put a little blurb in on that. But yeah, both great songs. And another one that's known for its version on Under a Blood Red Sky is the song Party Girl, but it appeared as the B-side to a non-album single, which once again a lot of people don't know about, 1982's A Celebration. There was actually a music video for A Celebration, and I remember before Achtung Baby came out on VH1 or MTV, they were doing a countdown and they were showing all these U2 videos at the time because U2 hadn't been a presence since Rattle and Hum. And I remember they were going to show the Celebration video for the first time. And I remember having my VCR all ready to record, and I finally got to hear and see the video for A Celebration. But Party Girl appeared as the B-side in its original title, Trash Trampoline and the Party Girl. And it's kind of a weird version of the song, but really cool. But it's been a live favorite for many tours, and most of you probably know it from Under a Blood Red Sky. Another one of my absolute favorite U2 songs. This one appeared as B-sides to the Unforgettable Fire single, but it was more widely known and bought on Wide Awake in America, this post-Unforgettable Fire EP that came out and in 1985 with 2 live versions of songs from Unforgettable Fire, Bad and A Sort of Homecoming. But the track I want to talk about is Love Comes Tumbling. It is such an excellent song. It has that Eno-esque production to it, and in my opinion should have been on the album, but it's one of those, what would you removed off the Unforgettable Fire? And there's really no answer to that one because I think the Unforgettable Fire was kind of a perfect album. But Love Comes Tumbling is this beautiful non-album song. Yeah. And then one more from this category is 2 Shots of Happy, 1 Shot of Sad. It was the B-side to the If God Will Send His Angels single from the Pop album. And U2 had written it for Frank Sinatra, but he ended up never being able to record it because he passed away shortly after. But they did perform it on a TV special for his 80th birthday. And interestingly enough, his daughter Nancy Sinatra recorded a version years later with Larry Mullen Jr. and Adam Clayton playing bass and drums. All right, so this next category is other random songs that either appeared on compilations or movie soundtracks or whatever. And first up is a song that the band recorded for the Gangs of New York soundtrack, and it was compiled later on the Best of 1990 to 2000 double CD compilation, and that is The Hands That Built America, another just beautiful track. Next, a song that the band recorded for a Wim Wenders movie soundtrack called Beyond the Clouds, and then it was compiled on this album that they did with Eno under the band name Passengers. And that is the song Your Blue Room, another just kind of more of an ethereal U2 song. It would have fit in perfectly on Zooropa. And also from the Passengers is another one I wanted to mention is the song Miss Sarajevo, which was kind of centered about a beauty pageant that went on in Sarajevo as kind of like a rebellious move against all the war that was going on in Bosnia and such. And the song features just an amazing vocal performance by Pavarotti, Miss Sarajevo. All right. Another one that the band recorded back in 1984 for the Unforgettable Fire didn't make the album, and it was kind of an unknown track until the band finished it back in 2009, I believe it was, and for the 25th anniversary, and put it on this deluxe box set, which has the remastered album, a second disc of bonus songs, and a third disc, which is a DVD, which includes the Unforgettable Fire documentary and their performance at Live Aid and stuff. But the song is Disappearing Act. Great song. I think the vocals were done years later, but the music was done back for the album, and it's an excellent song. All right, another one from a box set that they put out for the No Line on the Horizon. You can see this big deluxe box here. And it is a song called Winter. The band had recorded it for the Brothers movie soundtrack, but you really can't get the song anywhere except it's in the film that accompanies the deluxe versions of No Line on the Horizon, an Anton Corbijn film called Linear, and the track is Winter. Amazing song. Would have fit in nicely on No Line on the Horizon, maybe in lieu of stand-up comedy or Get on Your Boots. But definitely seek that one out. I'm hoping that they'll somehow release that in some physical format that you can have. Okay, I want to wrap it up here with the song Invisible. Now, it's not a surprise or a hidden song by any means, but it was released as a digital-only single. I think for Super Bowl 2014, you could get it for free that day. And I'm super excited to see that the band is performing it live on this tour, so I'll be able to hopefully get to see it tonight and tomorrow night. Really hope someday they release this as a 7-inch single. I think this would have been a great kickoff to the album Songs of Innocence as the lead track, but fortunate that we do have access to this song. One of the best U2 songs I think in the last 20 years. That's Invisible. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited. So hopefully this all made sense. I'm going to have links down below. You can check out my blog, which has past videos I've done on YouTube. And if I have time and I have the energy to film some stuff and insert some photos from tonight's and tomorrow's show, it depends on when this video gets posted. So guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. Talk to you soon.